Good morning to all. Myself Karthikeyan, working as Assistant Professor in the Department of Information Technology in K.S.Rangasamy College of Technology. Today I am going to discuss about computer networks. In that I am going to discuss about address resolution protocol. So address resolution protocol is also known as ARP, which is used to find out the MAC address with the help of IP address. So here MAC is known as media access control, which is a physical address of a computer. So MAC address is a unique address that is present in all the computers. So each and every computer having the separate physical address is known as MAC address, and ARP also known as communication protocol, which is used to find out the MAC address. So for the data communication, for every data communication, we need a source IP address and destination IP address, as well as the MAC address of the source and destination computers. So without source and destination IP address, we can't able to transfer or send the data or files from one to one computer or one to many computers, whatever it may be. So we need a source IP address and destination IP address, as well as the MAC address of the computer. Next. So the MAC address need for data transfer or communication. So for the data communication, we need a source and destination IP address as well as the MAC address of the destination computer. If suppose we don't have the MAC address, of the destination computer means, so we need to generate the MAC address from the destination computers. So for that, in the source computer, further the source computer send the ARP request packet to all the connected computers in local area network. So in the ARP request packet, the computer A is asking about who is IP 102. For example, the destination, if suppose want to send or communicate with the destination computer means, the computer A, whatever it may be, the computer source computer asking MAC address for the destination computer means, the computer A is asking who is IP 102, whatever it may be. So the ARP request packet send it to all the computers, those who are connected in a local area network. So in the ARP request packet, who is IP, the computer A or source computer is asking about who is IP 102. So the destination computer and those who are connected in a local area network will reply, the corresponding destination computer will reply, yes, I am 102, like that. At the time of reply, it carries the MAC address of the destination computers. Once the reply generated from the destination computer, it will be stored in a ARP cache table. So now the next we will see about the working procedure of ARP. So consider the local area network. The host 1, host 2, host 3 are connected in a switch which is a local area network. The host 4 is connected in a different switch we consider as another network. So for example, the host 1 want to communicate host 3 means, so we need a IP address of the host 1 computer and IP address of the host 3 computer, as well as the MAC address of the host computer and MAC address of the host 3 computer. So the MAC address is a 16-digit hexadecimal number, which is a MAC address. So for the data communication, we need a source IP address and destination IP address. If all the source and IP address and source IP address and destination IP address and the MAC address of the source computer and destination computer present means, so we don't worry about the communication. We will easily manage or send the data to host 1 to host 3. For example, I want to send the data or message to host 1 to host 3 means, so we have IP address and destination IP address and MAC address and destination MAC address. If suppose we don't have the MAC address of the host 3 computer, so we need the host A. If suppose we don't have the MAC address of the host 3 computer means, the host 1 computer will generate the ARP request packet and send it to all the connected computers in local area network, which is the host 1 will send the ARP request packet to host 2 and host 3 and as well as host 4. So at the time of in the ARP request packet, the host A is asking about who is IP 70.3. So at the time of reply, the host 2 will reply, no, I am not 72.3, like that. The host 3 will reply, yes, I am 70.3, like that. At the time of host 3 reply, it carries the MAC address of the host 3 computer. So once the MAC address, once the reply generated from the host 3 computer, which is stored in a ARP cache table. So for example, here is the ARP cache table, sample ARP cache table is shown here. So in that it contains the source MAC address and source IP address and destination MAC address and destination IP address. If suppose we don't have the destination MAC address means we can get the destination MAC address with the help of ARP request packet. So this is a working procedure of ARP packet. So first the PC1 want to communicate PC2 means we need a source and destination IP address. If suppose we don't have the source and IP address, source and destination MAC address means we will get the with the help of ARP cache table. So the PC1 want to communicate PC2 means the communication will be made easy. So with all the necessary requirements, which means IP address and MAC address of the source and destination computers present means we can easily get the we can easily communicate the PC1 and PC2. So next. So there are 4 types of ARP named as first one proxy ARP and gratuitous ARP. The third one is reverse ARP and fourth one is inverse ARP. The first one is proxy ARP. The proxy ARP also used to find out the MAC address with 2 different types of network. In ARP address resolution protocol, we find the MAC address with the help of IP address within the network. For in proxy ARP, we are also going to find the MAC address with 2 different types of network. So the first one is different network that is connected in a common switch. The second one is another network which one is connected in a different networks. That are the 2 networks are commonly connected in a router. So for here I want to communicate from A to D means, so I need a source IP address and destination IP address, as well as I need a source IP address of host D and MAC address of host D. So then only I can able to pass or communicate the host A to host D. If I don't have any one of that, for if suppose I don't have the IP address or I don't have the MAC address means I can't able to communicate host A to host D. So in proxy ARP, computer A want to communicate computer D means we need a source and destination IP address as well as the MAC address of the destination computers. So in the proxy ARP usually used to find out the MAC address in 2 different networks. So the 10.0.0 is one network and 10.0.4.0 is another network. That are the 2 networks are commonly connected in a router. So the proxy ARP is used to find out the MAC address with 2 different networks. There is a difference between ARP and proxy ARP. ARP which is used to find out the MAC address within the local area network, within the network. The proxy ARP used to find out the MAC address with 2 different types of network. So next one is gratuitous ARP. So gratuitous ARP is used to broadcast the IP and MAC address to all the connected computers in a LAN. So in ARP and proxy ARP, we are going to particularly send the connected computers in the local area network. So in gratuitous ARP, it automatically broadcasts to all the connected computers in a local area network. For example, the computer A want to communicate D means, so if suppose we don't have the MAC address of the computer D means instead of generating a MAC request, the gratuitous ARP send the broadcast to all the computers so asking about the IP address and MAC address. So at the time of reply, the computer B, C, D and all the computers will reply about that MAC address. Once the reply generated from the B, C and D, it is stored in a ARP cache table. So the main purpose of this gratuitous ARP is used to find out the MAC address. So which is common for all the types of ARP. Especially the gratuitous ARP automatically broadcasts the message to all the connected computers in a local area network. So next one is a reverse ARP. So reverse ARP is used to find out the IP address with the help of MAC address. So in ARP, we are going to find out the MAC address with the help of IP address. In reverse ARP, here we are going to find out the MAC address with the help of IP address. Sorry, in reverse ARP, we are going to find the IP address with the help of MAC address. For example, the host computer want to communicate some other computer, those who are connected in a local area network means the host computer will generate so my physical IP address, physical MAC address is this somewhat that 16 digit hexadecimal number. So I am looking for my IP address. I don't have my IP address. I am looking for my IP address. So in that request, send it to all the computers. So which computer know about the host computer IP address? It will be reply directly to the host computer. Yes, I am whatever the IP address containing the source computer, it will respond to that particular computer, and it will be stored in a ARP cache table. Once the information stored in a ARP cache table, the communication will be made easy. So this is reverse ARP. So next one is inverse ARP. The inverse ARP is used to obtain the network layer addresses of other node from data link layers. So inverse ARP is used to find out the different types of network addresses from the different types of LAN or different networks. So inverse ARP used to do device configuration such as router and connecting device. So inverse ARP used to find out or configure the devices such as router, switch, or whatever it may be the connecting devices. The inverse ARP used to communicate or configure the switches or router. So this is inverse ARP. The inverse ARP is also similar to a reverse address resolution protocol. There is in inverse ARP we are going to use a frame relay. So for the frame relay is used to find the data, blocked or whatever the data shortage in the communication. The frame relay is used to enable that data transfer speeding and other related queries. So this is inverse ARP. Thank you.